Crew Esports are an unlikely team for me to be making this video about. They've had a tumultuous year to say the least. To start the year at lock-in, they went out straight away at the hands of Na'Vi.
4v4 here, and again, look at Angel. He's wrapped all the way around into spawn. They've got them stuck. There's no way out. The kills come through for Na'Vi and Melser. Can you do it your own? No, you cannot. The lead gone. The series in favor of Na'Vi.
The European hope that we were all waiting for finally shows up here at lock-in and take down Crew very quickly.
After lock-in, unlike most teams, they then made significant roster moves and had a coaching change as well. But that didn't seem to go too well either.
B-main, Digizine with the operative paranoia comes out, actually Duke there, oh yeah, pre-fire! And somehow Madzine gets to 2. Only Nax left, the first headshot. Nanoswarm then coming out, cannot get that one onto Khalil.
It's working with Trailblazer, that's a stun. It's caught him. Flash as well, has to turn it. One player left standing and it's Nags.
You should run.
It's all but over. The lockdown, pushing them back. Nags, what can he even do here? A wide swing from confidence, that's Stella to close. It's so unfavorable right now. Crew need a miracle. They need to find the fight, they need to react to this, and they just don't do it. In the blink of an eye, it's over like that.
In fact, they were one of only 2 VCT teams to not win a game, and Masters Tokyo became the first international tournament the Crew had not taken part in. Still, there was perhaps faint glimmers of hope. Despite going winless 11 out of 18 of the maps they lost in the regular season, they gained 10 or more rounds, showing that they were close, but they just didn't know how to get over the line.
Fight again, it's a little bit delayed, but it's all over. In the blink of an eye, just like that. Cloud9 take it. It took 1, but they do it eventually. The comeback all the way.
I asked the question, how many map points is it going to take for Cloud9 to convert? The answer, 1, compared to 7! 7 the Crew had, and Cloud9 managed to dodge.
Added to the tally.
It's just ridiculous.
But then came LCQ, and with very little expectation, and seemingly with nothing having changed, no one expected what happened next.
Tapping on the spike. RGL peeking out first, there's the first.
Wait a minute.
Nax to come out with their heroic play. Trying to get it a half, now off it. The tap again, low HP is gonna be JZZ. Spike not yet at half.
He can see it's red, he can see it's red.
But it does get it, the classic! Shot to JZZ! Jumps in for the defuse! Double swing towards the elbow, spike is down.
Just MW's era.
I have the spike.
Tap on the spike, a jump out into the pit. The shorty from Nexus! As Crew claim another victory!
He gets 2 there. Zelsis with another counter. Now pit invested. Bit of room for Rooney to work. Maybe Nags can make a play. Of course, it's going to be Nags. He's gotten it down to a 2v2. It's still up. Nags with another.
No way. The lockdown going to be invested.
Rooney has to push this. He's got to go. Well considered by Nags. Tucto clears it out. There's the swing. He's gotten it down to 1v1.
Oh, no.
Where's Davies? Just on the other side, and he delivers the shot. Turns out this David has a stone and a slingshot of his own. Crew keep their glass slipper and take down Cloud9.
He finds 1, tree fight taken, Melter not enough damage to really bring them down, but everybody falling is left up to King, but he will go down. Crew pulling off the miracle, and as the usurpers coming for the crown.
Crew's LCQ run was truly crazy, and in fact, Crew had 4 of the top 7 players here in the Americas LCQ. Now, of course, you would expect the winners to be quite high up, but some of the stats here for some of their players are really quite good, and the step up in individual performance from where they were in the Americas League is kind of crazy. And when it comes to their map pool as well, it was actually much more varied than you might think. You might have thought that a team that won LCQ would just be relying on 1 map, but you can see for 6 out of the 7 maps, only Fracture being the only active map they didn't play, everything else they've played at least once and found success on. And it's kind of weird when you look at some of the maps they lost on as well. For instance, here on Split, you know, they lost to Furia, a very close game, but won against Leviathan twice very convincingly. On Ascent, they beat Furia very convincingly, got destroyed by Cloud9, but then beat Leviathan very convincingly as well. So to me, it seems much more that this is, you know, kind of an individual basis and not just the fact that they're relying on a certain map to be an auto win for them. And in terms of their style, I think that this round, this attacking round against Leviathan here, is a great example for you, where we're going to start off with a 1-3-1 default, as you can see here, 3 players in towards mid. But it's different than most teams. It's not a standard default, because normally you would have your Viper playing here over towards A, where they can utilize this Viper wall. But instead, Crew have their Viper over towards B, and actually Melsa here, the IGL on Astra, is over towards A, which is a bit backwards. Then you've got these 3 players in here as well, coming in towards mid. And you'll see the way that they work this default is kind of strange, but kind of genius as well, because you'll see in just a second, we get this Viper orb that's just landed just here on towards the B site, which creates a lot of pressure over here. And then what you're going to see is that they have some really cool ideas with this chamber, which we'll get into later on as well. The dog comes up here in towards mid and, you know, creates this pressure in towards B heaven. They even put a chamber trap there, and they get Davies lodged up here with this chamber teleport ready to come away at any moment. Now, this is kind of a genius call here by Melsa as well in a second, because this flash is going to come out and it's going to spot him, okay? So the flash still sees someone over towards A, making them think there's A pressure. Now these two are going to come and drop in towards vents as well, making it seem like, yeah, there's people here and there's people here. Well, that tells you that it's going to be an A split, right? But then look at the map. They've got full B main control. They've got their chamber in B heaven as well. They're actually going to come back and do a B split, get these kills, and it's just a really, really good example of how they play the game with this kind of slower default where you end up manipulating rotations, because this Jet is going to come back in just a second. You end up in a 5v2 and you win the round.
It out for his team, mid control taken as well.
Melsa deliberately getting flashed again. And now he moves away from A main. This looks like it's going to end in a B split, but remember, Shy just got confirmation that there were people outside A main. So he's got to stay towards A. And now Lev have 3 players over there.
And here it is, a face by King looking for information, but he will fall stacked up against him. 1 player left standing, the Xeno. But that's a read, isn't it? Nags it. Claiming that kill. Xeno at the off angle, they needed to get value there, playing around the smokes, but another 2-player disadvantage for Lev.
Spike planted.
And again, forced to make the difficult task, difficult decision. Maybe not for them, but to save. We know they're prone to it.
They definitely are.
One thing Crew have done as well is often bring back Viper with another Sentinel as well, which has been meta on other maps, but in particular, like here on Split, they're playing Viper with, for instance, a Chamber rather than the normal Jet that what it would be. And for instance, on Haven, they were playing Killjoy and Chamber together, which has led to some success.
At least finally, after that first initial chaos, is able to get met up by his teammates. And Crew at a disadvantage are looking to split in the B site, but that's where 3 players are at for Furia. Showstopper denied by Khalil. An off kill now for Davies. We turn it back around for Crew. It's a 3 versus 3. Weapon advantage. A push across.
Khalil.
Off angle by Khalil. Now pitched in from Hell. A shot from Davies. Up to Conan on a 2 versus 1. Picks up a Phantom. A pit comes out. Oh, Davies once again. On fire on the attack with the operator. Plus Crew.
So how will Crew do at Champs? Well, that's a tough one, because on one hand, the Champs teams will be a step up from the LCQ teams they've beaten so far, but on the other hand, they just look to be on fire as a team. So who knows, maybe another Crew Champs run is on the cards, like it was in 2021.
For greatness, and they're gonna flash. No way! No way! Destroys 3 through the smoke.
That's not even gonna pop here. Klaus ready and holding though.
Dapper, it's your time to shine right about now. It's all on you, buddy. Surrounded on all fronts. It's over. It's done with. Crew against all of our expectations, against all odds. Send Sentinels home.
tienen atemorados. Cuidado que llega. Está llegando por la espalda el bueno de Macino. Si acaba con Mystic, tiene la ronda.
Mira,
Sale a
Lexi.
coger un respiro.
El perro.
Magnum defusando. Tiene que comer rápido. Que Nicolás balas de pintura por ahí. La primera no ha podido defusar la mitad. La ciudad está de remedio. Se queda sin tiempo Fanatic. No me afirma una doble. Mystic acaba con Delcic. Kenny Macino tiene la ronda. Hace la apertura.
Kenny.
Balas de pintura. Solo queda Doma. No le da tiempo. No le da tiempo. GG. Victoria de Crew. Crew es equipo semifinalista. Espectacular. Es la historia de los esports. Se escribe una página en la historia de Latinoamérica. En la historia de los esports.